Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. How are we all doing? So this morning I would like to go through this video of Ibeto company, Ibeto Seaport and Terminal, meaning that there's a seaport in River State that's been owned by Ibeto. And personally, I don't know that we have something like that before. And I don't know how they operate. I don't know much about it. So when I saw their video, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna say much about it until I see more reaction, more evidence or information about what this video is all about. Not that I'm in doubt. I'm not in doubt, but I have to understand what the video is all about. I cannot just rely on one source. You understand? So I have seen series of videos and people reacting on that and what have you. And Lagos state government have already reacted on that, and it's not only River State, Warri as well. Okay, so Nigerian government are trying to wake up, isn't it? But no problem. Some of us already know that the number one problem of Nigeria as entity is Lagos. You see, some of these people who claim they love Nigeria are the problem of Nigeria. It is not as if living together is not possible. It can be possible, but there's something you need to do to make it work. And that thing is to make sure that you define the religion, the tradition, and the custom that the country will emphasize on. You cannot just build a country without having a basic like normal thing that you must identify before building a country. Nigerians want to say that they want people to believe that they are secular state. Secular state, you have to accommodate other culture and tribes. But the country himself need to build their constitution and the fate of the country on something. A country like Indonesia build their country in a Muslim format. That does not mean that we don't have Christians, Buddhists, and Hinduism. You have that in their country. But what they do is this: they give chance for other religion to practice their religion. But the main place that they build the country is Muslim. That's all the fact. When you come to China built their good country on something as well. What is that thing? Buddhism. They built a country on Buddhism. Though China somehow are persecuting other religions, that is fact, because they're demolishing mosques and churches, as we speak. But somehow they still allow people to practice. But it's not a taboo, because every country must build on something. If we go to country like Israel, they build their country on Judaism, Christianity, but basically Judaism. That is the religion that the government himself practice. They still give room for Muslims and Christians to practice, but Judaism. The question is, Nigeria, what culture, what is the religion they build on? What is that in the north, they believe that they build it on in Muslim, and this Muslim they're talking about is jihadic part of it. That's why they're pushing for Sharia law. Today we now have police called what they even call themselves? Is it not this one? There's one police that they just legalize it in the north. Those ones that are breaking beer parlor and beer company, why after taking tax? Criminals. Now, when you come to South, they believe that it's about Christian. You can see it that kind of mentality, it cannot work. Japan build themselves on what? Buddhism. Buddhists. Some say that Japan don't build on their culture. But basically, they have a way of their own way of worshiping. and their own religion, their own culture. So no matter how you want to nurse it, Nigeria cannot ignore this clear definition. Why am I saying this? When you look at what is going on in Nigeria, you understand that some of this problem is Nigerians themselves are causing it. You said you're Nigerian and you want one country, but somehow you still want to favor Yoruba part than another tribe. Seaport is not something that you should just marginalize other tribe because you want to enrich yourself. Because all this nonsense that's going on is just to make money for the Southwest in the name of taxation. Lagos State is a special place. What makes it special? Water. Other parts that have water, how about it? You have it in Anambra. You have it in Warren. You have it also in Cross River. You have it also in River State. This is the few I can remember now. I believe if you go deeper, you may find even 2 or 3 parts. Like, for example, Ugu Tarek in Imo State. You still have it. You can expand the waterways and build a seaport as well. At the end of the day, federal government will be the one making money from that, right? But they chose to focus on Lagos just to favor my brothers in the Southwest. I want to focus my tribe. The same will be telling you, "Whoa, go to Lagos. Lagos is not a no man's land." I'm not saying it's a no man's land. I'm not in support of it. Lagos belongs to Yoruba. Some say it belongs to Benin. That Benin is the owner of the Eko. I'm not a Benin man. It's not my business. But it's here in Nigeria. We said it's in Nigeria, right? So why are you non-segregating? Why are you segregating them since you say Nigeria? Because for you to practice this segregation simply means you cannot build a country because the love and acceptance is not there. So imagine what they're doing because of waterways in Lagos. So if it happened that they are the owner of the oil, what do you think they would have done? They will not allow Dangote to build a refinery somewhere in Lagos. You have oil down in the east, and they are building oil, the headquarter of a refinery, everything, even Shell, all this company build their headquarters in Lagos. Why? To ask them, they will think that it's very close to the international airport. Then build the international airport somewhere then in the east. Countries that have natural resources like Nigeria claim they have, they don't argue about this kind of thing. It is something that will work freely. But today they are going gaga, going crazy simply because of so-called seaports. Now here, this is our brother who I managed to, travel to River State, and what he find out is this. Pay attention. Let's go there.
Port Harcourt Airport, Omawa for Ibeto. We just arrived Ibeto Seaport and Terminals, Port Harcourt, River State, number 1.
You are highly welcome to Ibeto Seaport and Terminal. It's a registered and approved seaport in Nigeria.
Once you import your goods, examination is done, you pay your custom duty, then they release your containers, then you are free to go.
Once your container arrives here, within a very short time, your container will just be delivered to you.
In a maximum of 3 days, you have your complete containers having made the necessary conditions for clearing your goods.
Dr. Cletus Ibeto have made every enabling tools for the customs to work 24 hours. Light, internet services, and so on and so forth.
24 hours.
24-hour services in this seaport.
Ever since this seaport was commissioned, businessmen around Southeast, South, they are all testifying.
We have signed up with BIL, we have signed up with Maersk Line, we have signed up with Hapag-Lloyd. Customers who can book their containers from Ibeto.
Once your goods reach our port, within 2 or 3 days it's out.
Customers prefer to clear their cargoes from here because of the accessibility. Because from here, about how many kilometers, they'll just hit the Port Harcourt Aba Road.
We have Custom Command Area 5. We have a CAC, Custom Area Commander. We have positions of the Nigerian Ports Authority, Nigerian Immigration, SON, NAVDAC, Port Police. All the arms of the government of Nigeria, both security and otherwise, are here.
People prefer to use our terminal because we as a seaport, we have modern machineries to cover 24 hours operations here.
We have terminals where we stack containers and general cargoes and bulk cargoes, as case may be. We have also warehouses, for our clients to make use of when their vessel arrive or for export purposes, storage purposes.
You need to visit and see the wonders these people are doing here when it comes to services.
Seeing is believing. Try us and you can't go to any other place. The kind of services we render has not been given to any seaport in Nigeria.
The support can only come from our people, importers, wherever they are, exporters. We can handle their cargoes. So we are all seeking for their support.
That is the reason why I am actually reacting on this. Because I don't know why some of us are still sleeping over it. I'm happy, to be honest with you, very, very, very much happy. Why? Because Ibeto have stepped up to do the needful. I don't even know that it is possible. But since it is possible, please, one of the reasons why you need to share this video is to let people understand that there's a seaport working in River State as you speak. Ibeto Seaport. And that is a way to go. You don't have any other excuse to stick your neck in Lagos simply because you want to prove what I don't know. There is seaport in the east, River State, and the water will function as well. Why? Because that is what it's supposed to be. Guess what? Some people don't like it. Some have started agitating. This video may be long, but just bear with us. Now, let's go to this.
From Lagos ports to the Warri Port Complex, arguing that the problem lies in the authorities' policy flaws rather than Lagos.
Let me start from the beginning so that you can hear what she said from the
has criticized the Nigerian Ports Authority for its decision.
That means that because I don't know why the video is not playing from the beginning, from onset. Now look at this. So that is Sawolu. This is Sawolu. That is what he called himself. Sawolu rejects seaport for Southeast. Have that in mind. Who is Sawolu? Governor of Lagos State. He's not alone. All the politicians from Lagos are the work. If you see them, they are your enemy. No, I'm not saying you should attack the police. I just want you to understand that these are the people that don't want. This is not about Igbo anything. As long as the entity Nigeria is still on, this is the people who don't want it to progress or to even to better your life. Forget about whether it's going to last or not. I don't believe it will last. Whether you give seaport to east or not, Nigeria cannot function simply because the mentality and the hatred, the so-called diversity, which Oyibo people tell you that is what where your strength lies, is actually your weakness. Because a Fulani man who believes that he has right to go to your farm and destroy your crops and kidnap your children, your wife, and sleep with them forcefully and end up beheading some of them. You believe that whatever problem that comes, you have to pray to God to solve it for you. Whereas they believe that they can only solve the problem through cutlass and gun. You see, you can. There's no way you can merge this kind of thing together. Then the Southwest believe that everything must go through them. Who actually divided the eastern part, cutting off some part and add it to some different region to form what I don't know, just to destabilize Igbo. The agenda of those politicians from Southwest, most of them, not all, is to make sure that Igbo man are always down. That is why you are hearing a number is this. There's Igbo man, Igbo people, Igbo community in Kogi, Igbo community in the Cross River, Igbo community. Come on, even in Benin, and they have ended up making sure they pass from generation to generation to these people that they are not actually real Igbo. You know, your Igbo is somehow, you are not original Igbo, and some of them grew up with this and they have imparted that nonsense knowledge to their children, and their children today happen to be an adult who already have their own children, teaching them this garbage. Do you understand? So please, all of us need to focus on one thing. Whether you are Igbo or not, I'm not here to preach that you are Igbo. It's up to you. By the time what will happen will happen. You will not. I don't need to tell you that who you are. My own is that whether you are Igbo or not, whether you are this, the injustice going on against Biafrans, against Igbos, against even you, but you don't know. You think that it's about Igbo. It's going to hit everybody differently. Remember before when IBB was protesting, they said that oh, you don't protest. If they buy them, some of you will laugh and say, you see, IPOB, Biafra. Remember, today can you protest? No, because you supported them, not allow Biafra to protest. Today you cannot protest. Let that teach you. Let it be a very big lesson. Now let's hear this.
Criticized the Nigerian Ports Authority for its decision to shift operational focus from Lagos ports to the Warri Port Complex, arguing that the problem lies in the authority's policy flaws rather than Lagos ports themselves. Adekoya Hassan, Senior Special Assistant to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on transportation and logistics, stated that while the governor has shown unwavering dedication to addressing port congestion, the NPA's policies remain a significant obstacle to achieving seamless cargo movement within the Apapa Port Corridor. In a post on X, Hassan listed multiple toll points, inefficient e-call-up system, favoritism and racketeering, abuse of power by senior officials, and misinformation circulated through truck unions as major factors sustaining the gridlock. He argued that if these policies were reformed to reflect present economic realities, congestion at Apapa will be drastically reduced, eliminating the need for what he described as an unpopular decision. Now, the governor's special assistant urged that the true situation be presented to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, stressing that the NPA itself plays a central role in the persistent congestion of the Lagos Port Corridor. Like
decentralization, which is that we can't have all major economic activities, especially where logistics are concerned, being centralized, concentrated in Lagos or in Abuja. Especially with where the ports are concerned, Lagos is usually the focus. So I believe that the points being made by the commissioner are valid, that the decongestion, especially we've been on this Apapa matter for so many years, that needs to happen.
Nice one. So I don't see, and this is basically what the Yoruba people are doing to Igbo people, in particular Southeasterners in Nigeria. They don't want to give us seaport. They want everything to be in that their Lagos. But at the same time, they'll be saying, oh, you have to go back to your place. Go back to your place. They'll be destroying Igbo people's houses in Lagos, burning Igbo people's shop every 2 months. You know? I've never seen this kind of wickedness in my life. How can you have a country of over 200 million people with only one seaport? There should be seaport in that their Calabar, whatever. There should be seaport in Southeast itself. There should be seaport in Warri. There should be seaport in River State. Why is everything in Lagos? And there's another thing that I noticed. Even though Lagos is no longer the capital of Nigeria, they are still giving Lagos the highest allocation of the country every month.
Because it has to do with favoritism. It has to do with favoritism. Nothing more.
They reject the shifting of operational focus to other seaports.
They want to make sure that everything is about my paddy, you know, that kind of thing. That's a problem. Let us hear from another person who reacted on this. Watch.
Reject the shifting of operational focus to other seaports in Nigeria. They reject the shifting of operational focus to other seaports in Nigeria. They want all the businesses to be done in Lagos Seaport.
That's true.
Before I proceed, let's watch this video.
Meanwhile, In Lagos, the government has criticized the Nigerian Ports Authority for its decision to shift operational focus from Lagos ports to the Warri Port Complex, arguing that the problem lies in the authority's policy flaws rather than Lagos ports themselves. Adekoya Hassan, Senior Special Assistant to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on Transportation and Logistics, stated that while the governor has shown unwavering dedication to addressing port congestion, the NPA's policies remain a significant obstacle to achieving seamless cargo movement within the Apapa Port Corridor. In a post on X, Hassan listed
activities to happen only in Lagos Seaport in Port Harcourt. 2. Akwa Ibom, Ibaka Seaport. But you want all the operational activities to happen only in Lagos Seaport. Why? Nigerian Port Authority is complaining that they want to decongest the Lagos Seaport. But you said no. You resist. You are resisting the shifting of operational focus to other seaports, especially Warri Port Complex. And you want to report to President Tinubu. So you don't want operational activities to happen at Warri Seaport, Warri Port Complex. Then why did they establish the port complex? So you want everything to revolve around that thing. Why? The senior special assistant to Governor Sanwo-Olu, Adekoya Hassan, on logistics and thereabout, say that is an unpopular opinion to shift operational focus to other ports, especially Warri Port Complex. Which means the popular opinion is that every business activity, every cargo activity must happen in Lagos Port. Have you seen the mindset? Have you seen why we are where we are today? Have you seen the problem, the economic problem? Why Nigeria is in economic stagnation? You see that Port Harcourt Seaport, the only thing that is happening there is transportation of shipping of crude oil. But all the cargo businesses, all the cargo activities is only in Lagos Seaport. Nigerian Ports Authority say they want to shift operational focus.
Now, this is the reason why I decided to bring his video. What he said now is wrong. Judging by what I've seen from Ibeto Seaport, you can actually send your cargo there. It's no longer crude oil. No. Now you can see that the seaport in Rivers State and that of Warri, I don't know much about the Warri. I just have to be real to you. But you see this Ibeto Seaport, you have seen the video. And they are functioning very well. The only problem they have is that the advertisement is quite limited. And Igbo business people in Aba, in Anambra, it is now your duty to make that seaport functional. Because in Southwest, they connive together those politicians promoting and supporting that Lagos should be the only vibrant seaport. You yourself as a businessman have to work with Ibeto. You send your cargo there and clear it from him. It is better. One, Ibeto need to understand as well that the charges they're putting there in Lagos, you need to also control your own charges. I don't know how possible it is. I don't know if the Nigerian government is putting price or not. I'm just saying he needs to also help his brothers, and the brothers need to help you as well. It is just a battle of regional battle. Like I am from this, I'm from that. That's what it's playing at. You yourself need to be real. If you have your businesses in Lagos, when we say bring it down to even Yorubas are mocking you that you can't do business in your own region. You don't. They used to tell us, "Oh, open seaport now. You can now. Seaport is on. Open seaport now, so you can relocate my business. The seaport is not on. If you want to tell me that, what about my customer in Lagos? Come on. People travel to China to buy goods from north to the other part of Nigeria to buy goods in east, and from you Nigerian going to China, which of them is more closer? Use of brain. Distance is not a barrier. Anybody telling you about the distance is lying. Pure lying. And that person is a liar. And you need to understand that it's not.
Court River State.
Watch
Number
it
one.
again.
You are highly welcome to Ibeto Seaport
This
and
is Ibeto
Terminal.
himself.
It's registered.
This is Ibeto himself. That is registered. Listen to him. So because of this, our brother has said that it's about crude oil. No, it's not crude oil. You can actually, if you're importing goods, spare parts, you can do this. Some of you will be like, oh, they paid you. This is free, oh, please. Nobody paid me anything. But we need to tell ourselves the truth, so that our people will understand that it's no longer business as usual.
Registered and approved seaport in Nigeria.
Once you import your goods, examination is done, you pay your custom duty, then they release your containers, then you are free to go.
Once your container arrives here, within a very short time, your container will just be delivered to you.
In a maximum of 3 days.
3 days. People have already started importing through this terminal. 3 days, your goods will be cleared. In Lagos, if you take, sometimes it's months, sometimes it's like you spend, I'm telling you out of experience, you spend time. So please, utilize this opportunity to do your business normally.
Have your complete containers having met the necessary conditions for clearing your goods.
Dr. Cletus Ibeto have made every enabling tools for the customs to work 24 hours. Light, internet services, and so on and so forth.
24 hours.
24-hour services.
States.
All right.
Number one. States.
So I just want you to hear that. Please make sure you like the video and share it on many platforms of your choice. God bless you. Tell me what you think about it on comment section. Share it and like it. Very, very important. God bless you. I'll see you again. Bye-bye for now. Take care.